What's up, guys? It's Morgan from Lynchpin. Today I'm going to be doing a video regarding the Utah housing market. So I'm going to break down some statistics. First, I'm going to get into some headlines regarding a few specific to Utah, and then we'll dive into the numbers. So let's get into it. Red hot real estate market contributes billions to Utah's economy. From the Cache Valley Daily. Can a freer market solve the housing crisis? Here's how Utah lawmakers want cities to get out of developers' way. The Utah housing market overview from Redfin shows that year over year prices are down 2.3%. Not much to write home about in regards to that. Now, the number that I'm most interested in is this number of homes sold being down basically 45% since last year, and the median days on market jumping 40 days this year, which is really striking to me to show that, hey, a housing slowdown could be here. But again, with the economy being so strong and Utah tending to be an outlier, that's hard to say. All right, so for the Utah housing market, we'll take a look at active listings through December of 2022, and you'll notice all 5 major areas are up significantly in Davis County and Utah County. So the slimmest being Salt Lake and then Washington as well. But if you take a look at it, Utah County and Davis County really stand out on the chart looking at it side by side. And then if you take a look at the home prices, though, I mean, Washington County is up 33% over the last 12 months at 650,000. And you'll notice Utah's current median prices are really getting rather significant here. It's kind of crazy. It's almost the next California. I hope not, but I'm just saying in terms of the real estate market, it's pretty hot. And I think the economy has a lot to do with that. But still, now if you scroll down a little bit, you can see this chart again, just for reference. A lot of times stuff bottoms out in December, January, February timeframe and is maxing out more in that June, July, August timeframe. That's not always the case, but I like looking at long-term trends regarding that. If we take a look at the affordability survey with Case-Shiller Index, so that's this red line, you'll notice that it's continued to increase. Really, it still increases in a lot of the previous recessions, with the exception of 2007 to 2009 timeframe, simply because, that was a real estate crash and bubble. But look at the consumer sentiment. I mean, sentiment leads these recessions actually being acknowledged. And if you ask me, we are in a recession. Just because they want to change the definition, I think that's ridiculous. Like, I think your average person knows we're in a recession, especially with inflation, how it is, people being priced out of homes. Like, I think it's relatively intuitive if you just look at what's in front of you, that we are in a recession and, it's rather significant. Consumer confidence being super low, not as low as it's previously total been, but I think we're on our way if things continue. Speaking of inflation, take a look at the numbers. We ended the year at 8, rather significant from even 2021 in that regard. It has started to subside a little bit, peaking really back in in June, and then kind of coming down slowly with interest rates too. It's been pretty interesting because now we're hearkening back to kind of mid to late 2000s levels on the 30-year fixed mortgage. So kind of interesting there. And again, depending on what the Fed does to combat inflation, whether that even works or not, that could have a significant effect here. But I do like to take a look, like, for instance, let's look at Salt Lake County with like active listings. So right now there's 2004 listings currently. If you go back to you go back to like 2017, 2018, on average, you had about 2,500. So I mean, it's running not that close. You're seeing a little bit of a drop off, but I mean, you were down, and even earlier this year you were down significantly. So I like to compare month to month, year over year type things to kind of get those comparisons. But again, you can go through each of the individual metro areas of Utah and kind of determine your county and how it's doing. So, what is my prediction in regards to the housing market in Utah for 2023? My best guess, and again, this is fluid, I'm just pulling a rabbit out of a hat and probably completely wrong, but I'd say with the pressure on the tech companies in the Silicon Slopes areas, I think Utah's economy is resilient and varied and relatively strong in general. So I would say that recessions don't affect us quite as significantly as some other areas or states. I would say, though, that I still think housing prices are too high. Most people who would have been in a position to afford them can't. So there's not a lot changing hands. I think demand falls significantly. It depends on what inflation does. And again, economically, I think we're already in a recession and that's only going to get worse before it gets better at the moment based on current trends, macroeconomic stuff. Other things can change that might affect it. But I'd love to know what you think, and I'd love to get your take on where you live in Utah specifically, what that looks like to you, what your thoughts are. Obviously, homeowners want prices to go up for their homes, but down in other areas so that they can get a deal, which routinely doesn't happen, especially if you're going to stay in kind of a local area. Also, I have the link down in the description to share the document so you can take a look at it, the sheet itself, so you can look at those statistics. Again, it all comes from realtor.com. But anyways, I appreciate y'all stopping by. Hope to see you again real soon. Bye.